At this moment, Yasha really wanted to say, "Am I Mario? Why do I always get blown up?" Once again, Yasha's body got blown up. It seems like she has a grudge against it. At this moment, Yasha's body got blown up, while the plane, like a fool, bravely dove into the volcanic ash. One landing gear malfunctioned, like playing the game "Can you pry it open?" Stuck. One engine, like a hero's person, sucked in volcanic ash and caught fire. Yasha promptly activated firefighting procedures, and the tower quickly made contact. But after hearing the news of engine failure, Yasha felt like a duck that lost its power, totally unable to fly. She could only reduce the throttle, basically giving the engine a calm-down therapy session. Soon, they dashed out of the ash-covered zone. With no more high temperatures, the cooled engine finally returned to normal, and everyone sighed in relief like it was New Year's. Yasha's dad showed up like a SWAT officer, insisting on getting the plane to land safely. Just as everyone was brainstorming solutions, the channel blurred with Sheep Hunter saying, "My cargo plane just crashed. Fuel tank got damaged, leaking fuel like a tap gone wild. They could fly at most for another 20 minutes. This convo sounded like last words before a death scene, but at least everyone managed to escape safely. Both planes hovering over the sea, these two contestants would be more like finding a needle in the ocean if they chose to land in the water. Subtitles. Little Mark came up with the quirky idea, what if we could try plane relocation? The ground crew heard this and exploded like a pressure cooker, definitely a recipe for everybody becomes a human bomb. Through communication, Littlemore heard everyone's statements. Yasha saw towards the Sheep Hunter with the same vigor as Superman. But a few of them simply couldn't budge the door, like trying to get into a party that's packed to the brim. Yasha was in despair, feeling this door was like a dead end, giving him nothing. Turns out, eventually, everyone, under the guidance of Andre, collaborated to put on a grand show of opening the hatch door. With the assistance of the passengers, they successfully kicked away this dead door. In the cargo plane ahead, Greg took charge like a little boss, organizing everyone for the transfer prep. Ensuring a safe crossing relied on this single steel rope, hoping to witness the miracle of plane moving. With the passengers' help, Andre engaged in a battle of wits and courage, and the safety rope was pulled up successfully. Quickly pulling the rope into the cabin, they tied it to the seats and completed the connection. The first passenger transferred smoothly, like getting on a flying roller coaster, truly exhilarating. They had no alternative but to entrust themselves to fate. Truly, heaven possesses a merciful nature towards the living. After the first wave of passengers arrived, everyone was eager, like packing a delivery, ready for the second time. Meanwhile, Leon's fuel tank was empty, requiring another drop, simply wishing for air. The second wave of passengers rushed in, like running to pick up a package. With previous experiences, passengers grew braver, ready to brave the world. However, this time, the rope came under too much strain, as if saying, "I've hit my limit." In such extreme situations, nobody noticed, and the second batch of passengers lucked out in getting transferred to safety. The third batch of passengers was the last hope, as Leon and the island airport's official desperately held on to that hope. All crew members and co-pilot Dela were set to take on the Flying Man challenge. This wave of people flying in the air seems like they're playing high five in the sky, with absolutely no rescue possible. The remaining passengers hung on in fear until reaching the door, akin to until the last moment. Come quickly. Come quickly. Come quickly, like a reenactment of Hurry across the street. Ding Chen shouted, "It's too cold. Hurry, hurry, hurry." Did you freeze to death? Though hearts were ablaze, everyone decisively continued, "It's fine. Hurry up, let go of your hands." Seeing the broken rope, the supervisor's heart shattered, while Yasha hurriedly set autopilot. planning a self-rescue. They resorted to the most primitive method. Crawling over bit by bit difficult doesn't even begin to cover it. The plane ahead ran out of fuel completely, slowly descending, like participating in a skydrifting contest. Wow, here comes another incredible airborne participant. It's truly soaring in the air, with heart pounding. Only Lyle Howe remained. Just as he was about to reach the door, suddenly a tremor hit, as if playing a thriller game. The cargo plane right in front of us has lost its power, as if it were performing in an air disaster movie. He let out the injured Leon, and the son embraced joyfully, but this story wasn't over yet. The crisis remained unresolved, and everyone on the plane wasn't just hearing the sounds of the ceiling. The ground received the info. The plane was heading into a storm cloud. It was like an in-air party. As long as the engine had power, any mistake could send everyone off the ship. The pilots, this was simply two desperate choices, as both prepared to face the next challenge.